Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, reviewing Love is Blind. Freaking hell. What show is this? Love Island All Stars Season 1 Episode 7. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. The season is giving, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. So the episode obviously kicks off where we left off, with Mitch being caught in a situation where he said Liberty was his number one shortly after telling Demi the same thing. So he's trying to clear his name about that. And now Kaz is pulling it up on something else that he's trying to clear his name about that too. And the more he talks, the worse it gets.
You've told Lib that she's your number one. Bro.
But this is before you.
Can we go for a chat, babe?
Brilliant. Thank you, Demi.
You were trying to make sure that I chose Lewis so you could have Demi. If Demi and Lewis didn't share that kiss, would you have chosen Lib over Demi?
I don't know.
Cool.
Somebody commented this, I think it was 2 videos ago. And to be honest with you, as I was watching the episode, it didn't click. And then after the person commented, I was like, oh, okay. So Kaz is piecing together that the reason why he downplayed the kiss between Lewis and Demi was to make sure that Lewis would be picked by Kaz, and then hopefully Demi would pick Mitch. To be honest, I get it. It makes sense, especially now that you hear it plain as day. But my mind just wasn't even there, because I was like, Demi doesn't want Mitch for real. Like, I thought she was just entertaining him. The same way Arabella is entertaining him now. I think these women just like to entertain Mitch. The only person who genuinely wants Mitch is Liberty. And end of the day, Mitch, that is so stupid, because you don't know the order in which the women are gonna go. You don't know who is. If Liberty was before anybody, she's gonna pick you. So you should have actually had a conversation with Liberty saying, you know what, girl, it's just not there for me and you. And then maybe Demi would have picked you. But honestly, why would you want to pick somebody after manipulating their choice to pick you? I wouldn't want to be with somebody like that. The girls are now having a conversation with Demi, saying that they wish that Demi would have said things sooner, but she is going to die on the hill that she did not have enough time.
I'm so sorry I've just dropped this bombshell. I just think it's been 3 days ago.
I wish you told me sooner, babe.
Girls, this is what I'm trying to say to you.
I wish you told me
Girls,
sooner.
please, can you just listen to me? I had no time. Girls, of course, my best friend's in here. Of course I would have told you.
No.
Can we talk, please?
No.
Please?
No.
No.
No, I don't want to touch you.
At this point, if she keeps saying she didn't have enough time, then child, maybe she didn't have enough time. We're just gonna have to go with it, all right? The ladies don't seem to agree. Even in the end, Maya didn't agree. Honey, I don't agree. Y'all don't agree. But this is Demi's cross that she's bearing. She's gonna die on this hill, all right? Liberty, yeah, it sucks. It hurts right now, but you'd rather know sooner than later what the situation is. Same thing with Jake. People can't be sparing your feelings for the sake of, you know, oh, you like them real bad. If they're not good for you, they're not good for you. So, yeah, it hurts. Feel the feels, then pick yourself up and move on. Georgia and Molly have a conversation again about Georgia pursuing Callum. At least this time, Molly's not in tears.
I always thought Callum would be like the last person, because I've obviously, we get on.
I'd be lying if I said I sat there and didn't find it a weird situation. Honestly, if you find a connection with him and he finds a connection with you, I wish you the best of luck, because all I want is for you both to be happy.
I don't even know if I can see Georgia and Callum together. In the villa right now, it does seem like, okay, maybe they have something that they can build off of. But, it is true that people can bring out a different side of you, right? However, Molly's issue with Callum was the fact that this man lacked reassurance. He wasn't very emotionally available. He wasn't accountable for his own wrongdoings, as according to Molly, right? Georgia's coming out of a similar situation. So why she would want to engage with somebody who seems to lack the same things that she was looking for in her last situation? I don't know why. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, why? I don't know. I'm confused. Molly has been telling everybody, I just wanted a simple compliment. And even Georgia, ooh, Ooh, y'all remember? Georgia and Toby were sitting at that fireplace when they were having this conversation, and Georgia was telling him, you need to be more emotionally mature. She told him that. So why now you want to be dating him is beyond me, but hey, maybe you'll be the one to change him. Speaking of Georgia's, Georgia Harrison should have stuck with Anton. I understand the reason why she didn't, because literally Anton was her second choice. Josh was her first, but now Josh is showing her she's not his number one. It's Molly.
How are you feeling?
All right.
Who do you want to get to know her?
I think out of everyone here, it's probably you. Like,
it?
out of everyone.
Molly is unbelievably good looking. She's absolutely beautiful.
I feel like I'm drawn to you.
Well, then I think you need to have that conversation with Georgia.
Somebody commented in the last video that they didn't agree with me saying that if it doesn't work on the outside, there's no point pursuing it on the inside. And I understand your perspective. What I more so was saying was, if we have had ample time on the outside to actually pursue something romantically, and it seems to always hit a wall, what would be the difference in here? Sure, there's no distractions. Sure, it seems like a paradise, but if anything, then it only works in paradise. Like back home, we're going back to those same distractions. We're going back to the same work environment, the family dynamics, and all those things. So I'm sorry. Georgia sticking around. Okay, well, let me not say sticking around for 10 years. But Georgia knowing this man for 10 years and having an on and off relationship that at one point led to her needing to block him on social media. I don't know what would be the point in trying to reignite something in the villa. You're going to go home and deal with the same guy who you dealt with before you came in the villa. Like, I'm sorry, after 10 years, baby, if you don't see it with me, then you don't see it with me. I'm really just not going to force it. I do have to give props to, what's her name? Molly. Molly at least, okay, she doesn't always practice what she preaches, but when it comes to accountability, she definitely does practice what she preaches. She keeps telling every man who wants to pursue her, yet he has multiple options, that he needs to let those options know where like he stands with them before pursuing things with her. And I do appreciate that, you know? She's like, okay, I'm open to this, but you have another door that's open. Handle that. Handle that, let them know that you're opening another door and see if they're okay with it, because ain't no way she's about to be no side scandal. That's just not Molly's portion. And I love that for her. So Georgia Harrison has a come to Jesus moment, and she realizes, you know what? Josh ain't it.
Obviously, you was snogging me last night on the day bed, so that's probably going to have to... We're going to have to not do that.
Yeah. But I have said since I come in,
To be
like,
honest, Josh, I don't think me and you are that compatible. That's what's true, right?
It's fine. It is what it is.
I just feel that things don't work out for me.
No. Don't ever cry over a guy.
No, it's not actually over him, though.
Yeah, but it's how he's making you feel.
Yeah, 10 years. 10 years. And it wasn't even like a will they, won't they. They already tried. I can't get over that. 10 years and you still don't know. Forget it. I would not waste my time. So the poor girl is now crying, saying that she tends to be... Did she say she tends to be a second option, or she picks guys who don't pick her or something like that? And I have to be honest, I think in Georgia's case, and Liberty's case too, their picker is off. Because I look at Georgia, I don't know who her other exes are, but I know of Bear, and we know of this situation now with Josh. They're both assholes. They are. Bear just coming out of what? The pen? Because of a revenge porn situation with Georgia? Ew. Gross. And then with Josh, he hasn't done anything like assholery in the villa, but outside it definitely was giving that energy. So I do understand how frustrating it is to feel like you're second best, or to feel like nobody wants to take you as seriously as you take them. But you also have to take accountability in the people who you choose to let in. You do. And Georgia, there's kind of a pattern. You might need to start going for the nice guy or the good guy, because nice guys, they be scary too sometimes. So Josh and Callum end up having a conversation. Callum already had a feeling that Josh was going to pursue Molly, so he has no choice but to just accept it. In the morning, Liberty says that she's putting on her best bikini and choosing not to talk to Mitch. I swear we heard her say this 2 days ago, but hey, maybe she'll actually do it this time. Some of the guys are complaining about being vilified over the fact that they want to explore things. And it's very clear that they lack self-awareness. It's not the fact that you want to explore. It's the fact that you were engaging in a way with a woman that would make her think that you were together and then turning around and saying, oh no, that actually meant nothing to me. I'm keeping my options open. That doesn't feel good. Like, come on. Anyways, Molly's crying over Callum again. Girl, you might need to just go home at this point. You do. You might need to go home. This is clearly still a raw situation for you. You don't want to admit that you still love him. We know that you do. And it's not like I have love for him. No, you love him. You love him. All right. She's been pushing Callum away. So Callum is at the point where he's saying, honestly, I'm kind of done trying. I'm going to explore. And then she gets mad when he does things based off her instructions. Anyways, child. Josh is frustrated that Georgia has set a boundary after he wanted to talk to Georgia. But it's not even just, after he wanted to talk to Molly. It's not even just that he wanted to talk to Molly. It's thinking that your history was going to mean something and then realizing that it didn't. And it took you all of 3 seconds to be in the villa to have a quote unquote stronger connection than somebody who you came into the villa already knowing and already having pursued. Yeah, so that's why she's annoyed. I still think her picker is off, but I understand why she's frustrated. So we see Arabella talking to Chris and Mitch. For the life of me, I do not understand what she sees in either of them.
I feel like when I talk to you, I feel like I'm like a giggly school kid. That's how I feel.
Oh, really?
If you want me to tell you how I feel and what I'm thinking, that's what I'm thinking.
She's a bit like a trifle. If there's one thing about me, I do love a trifle. Not even particularly like eating them, but like rubbing it on myself.
What I am is I'm very honest. If I weren't attracted to you, this'd be easy. It's not.
I'm definitely having the easiest conversations with you, Toby, Chris.
Yeah. Just say all the guys then.
When it comes to Chris, I saw the intrigue maybe the first 2 days, but the more we see him, the weirder I think he is. And honestly, that could just be the fact that I don't understand his humor. It's a different cultural context to begin with, and then him as a person is a very different person than who I would interact with. So yeah, maybe weird is not the word. Let me not say weird. He's just different. Very different to what I'm used to. And yeah, the more I see him, the more I'm just like, what is going on? And then when it comes to Mitch has shown time and time again that mess follows him. And it not just follows him, he engages in it too. He creates it most of the time. I don't know who would willingly sign up for that. So I'm looking at Arabella like, girl, you said you wanted something serious. Like, you're settling down, you're 32, you want a family, whatever. And you're going to go with the guy who... All right, Arabella, sure. Josh and Molly have a conversation, and he's trying to prove to her that he's not this F-boy that it seems like he is based on recent events.
As soon as I come in, I said I wanted to get to know you. So...
Kissing her around my baby beds and cuddling her and stuff.
When? Yesterday?
Yeah.
See, no, that's lies. I kissed her once on the daybed.
I need these guys to open their eyes. It's him, Mitch, and Toby. They seem to think that there's absolutely nothing wrong with exploring the way that they have. And the thing is, there isn't anything wrong with exploring. But the way that you are cuddling and kissing a girl in the night and then in the morning grafting some next girl, it's going to make... It's going to send mixed signals. It's going to make somebody more attached than you intended them to be. Like, there's so many reasons as to why the way they went about it was messy. And the fact that they don't get it is infuriating to me. It is so infuriating. And as much as I do think that the women have ran with their own assumptions when it comes to where they stood with these men, the men haven't been making it very clear physically. They might say it with their words, but if you're kissing and cuddling me, I'm sorry, my mind is going to run wild. Don't do that. And I love that Georgia set that boundary to say, well, if you're going to pursue somebody else as well, you can't be kissing and cuddling me. Arabella and Arabella and Toby have this conversation, and it's clear that they have a lot of sexual tension between each other, but I'm trying to see, where do they see this connection going?
Got good eyes.
You got right eyes.
No. You're not going to compliment me?
Lips.
No, because you want to kiss my lips. Let's start this.
On the outside, if you spoke to me for this long,
We would probably be dating.
do you think?
Y'all, I didn't even notice my camera stopped recording. I don't even know how long it was for, but whatever. I was talking about Toby and Arabella. Yeah. So Toby is very unserious. I think he's just still in his fling era. I don't think he wants a relationship. I don't think he wants to take anybody seriously right now. And why would you? You're in paradise. You got women coming in and out. You got your pick of the litter, basically. Yeah. And then you have Arabella, who says she wants something serious, but then is dealing with the most unserious man who she has already dealt with in the past. These two, they bore me. They bore me. I don't want to see them on my screen no more. If they are on my screen and I don't talk about them, you guys now know why. Anton and Georgia are trying to rekindle whatever they have started. And it's definitely giving plan B, but Anton's okay with it.
Younger me would have been like, she's made her choice.
The best relationships have got a strong friendship there as well.
I think that we're now in a stage where we're going to push the romantic thing a lot more.
You
innit?
too?
Yeah. But I think we need to push the romantic thing a little bit more with the touch and the feel.
Right.
You think she's only gone touchy-feely again? Because I said that I was open. She dropped you in a sense, and I'm just looking out for you, bro.
Josh, not you being salty. What business is it of his whether or not Anton wants to be second place? The one thing I will say about Anton, one, he's a big, 32, 31, 32, 30, whatever. He's not a 22-year-old boy. He knows what he's getting into. He is aware that, one, he and Georgia aren't necessarily each other's typical type they would go for. So already they're kind of on the back foot. And two, he is playing for second. But he's accepting it. I can't even be mad at that because some people be like, I'm not going to play second. I need to be somebody's first choice. And then they're second place. And then they get confused as to how that happened. This man knows. He sees it in his face, point blank. And he's okay with it. I can't even be mad at that. At least you're owning it. In the evening, Josh tells Molly that she is his number one. And she says, that's all cool, but just know I am a slow burner.
Since I'm coming in, I said that I'm open.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to pursue you.
Like, you didn't even pick me for a date.
I know, which I'm pretty disappointed in myself at.
Red flag.
Hopefully we get another date.
I'll see, won't we?
We will see.
Just don't take me up on the terrace and stare into my eyes for 2 whole minutes.
What's that?
Not Chris catching a stray. Damn. With Molly, her heart is elsewhere. I feel like she should go home. I do. And that's rich because Hannah should have been gone a long time ago. And I'd still rather have Hannah here than Molly. I think Molly needs to go home. I do. I really do. With Josh wanting to pursue a woman who's fresh out of a relationship and has shown multiple times on this show that she's struggling to not only explore, but to see her ex exploring, why would you jump into that? Why would you jump into that situation? Unless you actually just want a woman who's emotionally unavailable, then cool. You can own it. But if you are going to then turn around and look at her and wonder why she's still hung up on her ex, knowing that she was already hung up on her ex before you wanted to go talk to her, I don't want to hear it. I truly don't. Speaking of rebounds, we have Georgia Steele.
Good day.
Right, good day. Right, I genuinely have got that feeling when I speak to you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm being honest. He kind of is regretting his decision a little bit.
With me?
Yeah, I could have done that on the outside. I could have done that on the outside, bro.
No,
like,
he couldn't have done it on the outside, but carry on.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Georgia, this man don't... Come on. Come on. I don't even think every time Callum says that he is done with Molly, he really means it. He's just saying it because she keeps telling him to go and explore other people. I think if at this very moment she was to say, all right, I want you, he would be down. 100% he would be down. So Georgia is signing up to be a rebound, but some people are okay with that. Anton says that Toby said he regrets his decision regarding Georgia. I must have missed it. Because I swear they had a conversation where he was like, yeah, I don't want to step on your toes in pursuing her. And he was like, you can talk to her all you want. Like, Toby really seemed to not give a damn at all. And then furthermore, I think if he's saying, you know, we tried it on the outside. If it was going to be, it would have been. It's more like him reiterating the fact that it did not work for a reason. There's no point trying to make fetch happen. Let's just end it because we've known each other for a while and it ain't working. So yeah, where is Callum getting this whole Toby regrets it thing? I either missed it or Callum's trying to start something. Maya comes to the villa. Ooh, baby. Maya comes to the villa and she says, Arabella, since you're the bombshell, you get to pick somebody to steal. But before you do, there is another bombshell coming to the villa.
Girls love guys that are tall, dark, and handsome. And last time I checked, I was tall, dark, and handsome. I'm back again because I really do want my happily ever after.
Oh my God.
Honey, when I tell you my jaw hit the floor with a quickness, it hit the floor. Tyler? And first of all, if you guys watch the USA season, doesn't Tyler give you guys Caleb energy? Just ugh. Anyways, Kaz is here smiling and I'm confused. I'm not quite sure why the relationship itself ended, but I swear I remember a situation where Tyler and some other guys were either talking on a podcast or on an Instagram live about women, and she didn't appreciate their perspectives and she cussed them out over the internet. I swear that happened. If I'm tripping, let me know. But I'm like, oh, she's out here smiling like a Cheshire cat. What's happened? What's going on? Let me find out you want him back. So then Arabella gets to pick who she wants to couple up with. She chooses She chooses to steal Chris. And then Tyler chooses to partner up with Kaz. But his words were kind of just like meh. And then here these two go at it.
I've chosen to steal this girl because despite being surrounded by all these good-looking girls, she is the only girl I want to couple up with in this moment in time.
There wasn't really a reason. So I'm just like...
I've just got in it though. We haven't even had a talk in 2 years.
I know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we'll have a conversation.
There was just no reason. So when I was listening, I was like, okay. And then it was just the only person I want to couple up with right now.
It's giving, we should have left this in the past. It's giving, maybe let's not reopen this can of worms. I don't know. I don't know about you guys. If you guys have heard the reason why they broke up, please let me know, because she's smiling like there's still a chance. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. So Demi and Lewis, because they are single, they get dumped immediately. I guess there was no time for that, Demi. And they're both saying that they're so excited to be leaving the villa together. Honestly, Lewis, it's for the best, because if the blogs are correct, you have some things in your home that you need to get in order. I don't know if after hearing all of that, Demi's going to stick beside him. But in the interview that they did with Maya, they're saying, hey, there's potential here. We definitely want to see it through. They also talk about the kiss on the terrace. Demi is still saying she didn't have any time, but she does admit that maybe she should have just blurted things out. They don't believe that Mitch and Liberty are going to make it in the long run. Same way that I don't believe that they are going to make it in the long run. So yeah, I guess nobody's making it. Anyways, as always, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.